Welcome back to another unboxing video. Today I'm super excited to open together with you the box of Nanolith Cyberpunk RPG board game. Nanolith is a game that came out in 2024 through successful crowdfunding, and you can find it on retail as well. This is a game for 1 to 4 players. It takes around 60 to 120 minutes and it's intended for ages around 14. Weight is 3.4 and it has a plethora of mechanisms. First of all, it falls into the category of adventure games with comic book, or adventure book I should say, deduction, dice, exploration, fighting, miniatures, puzzle and science fiction. And the main mechanisms used is a cooperative game, deduction, dice rolling, final ending, legacy game, narrative choice, paragraph and role-playing. It's a campaign game that can also be played as an arena mode with the deluxe expansion. It's a cyberpunk dungeon crawler with heavy RPG elements. The game is played in 2 books. The Encounter and the Storybook, which represent the players with the fatalistic story of the 4 main characters and their quest to retrieve their lost memories. In the Encounter book, artwork, scenario, maps, comics tell progressing story on the human civilization on the brink of extinction. Scenario, outcomes, items, and the players that get what they need during the encounters and the players' decisions, reference text sections in the storybook, which advances through surprising and creative novel fiction, science fiction. Depending on the player's decision and the outcome of the scenarios, the narrative path of the story diverge greatly. And this is really something that intrigues me, because you'll find different endings and different and high branching arc of the game. The mechanisms used to bring the unique skill set of each character to provide a deep tactical cooperative experience, and through the use of 5 six-sided activation dice, item activation and special skills can be activated by the players. This is a game that if you're really bad with rolling dice and you're really unlucky in that sense, you don't have to be afraid, because the game, the clever mitigation mechanisms using an aggro to manipulate the value of your roll die, guarantees that if you really need to power up your mightiest abilities, you will be able to do so. But every power comes with a price. The more you push your luck, the harder your character may fall. Most importantly, Nanolith is a game of adventure and storytelling. The world in which the game plays out is different from any generic science fiction world that you'll visited before. Players' decisions do have a heavy impact on the story, and they pose a different, I should say, flow of events every time. Your decisions seal the destiny of Neo Eden, so don't hesitate and jump into Nanolith, because it awaits you. So let's go directly into the components. I'm just going to leave here this for a sec to show you the QR codes for Facebook, Instagram and Discord, a really active community from Woodpecker Games. This is the publisher of the game. I failed to mention that the game is designed by Mark Shamline and Maximilian Witt, and the art is done by Douglas Duarte, August Graham Nakamura, and the publisher, as I mentioned, is Woodpecker Games. And it's getting this game a lot of hype, justified hype from what I hear. So here are the base components. You can find them in the back of this nice page. Okay. So I will start with the core game, which is extremely heavy. And part of that is of all the components that come into the game. These are the books that you see, okay, and the different players, the player boards, and as you go through the flipping of the scenarios and you branch out, you see the different evolution of the story. Okay, this is really heavy. I have to emphasize how heavy this box is. Right, so first of all, we have some save strips with comic art for keeping the exact location where you have stopped in the encounter book or in the storybook. I'm not going to do any spoilers, so, or if I'm going to show you anything from the encounter book, if you don't want to see anything, I will warn you, so don't worry about that. So first of all, let's take out all the different components. We also have the rule book, lots of cards, dice. So let's start from the rulebook. And there is a quick start guide which has press start title, which I really fancy. Okay, so 53 pages, wow, that's a lot, but I think it's done in a way where you spread out a lot with a lot of empty space, a lot of pictures, so it's not a condensed rulebook, I would say. We have the table of contents, as you can see. We have the basic concepts, so the aim of the game, which can be played into two modes. You have the encounter mode, you can play it as one session, or you have the campaign mode where you can play involving campaign. Here you see the roles of the four characters, which are these. You have the nanoshocks, the skill cards, the action dice, and the undoing moves section of the rulebook. Basic principles. So here's the setup. This is more or less what your play area would look like after you have started setting up the game. This is your player board, I should say, if you're for a character. A word about the encounters. So here's the round overview. You have rounds which are counted on the round tracker, and they have the below structure. First of all, you have the character turn, when first you have the status phase, and then the character action phase, followed by the enemy turn, where you have the spawn phase, and then the enemy action phase. Pretty straightforward. Here's some of the actions characters can take during the action phase: movements, cards and skill activations, attack, interactions, reactions, and nanoshock actions. The art in this game is phenomenal. I really dig what I see. Okay, and there's a lot of art on the scenario book also, or the encounter book as I should say. So a word about skill cards, nano, shock, skill tokens. Here is how attack works and explain. Okay, this game has a lot of tactical aspects in it: line of sight, blocker spaces, combat value determined, different combat value, basic combat value, weapon combat value, combat value in general, types of attack. You have close combat attacks, range attacks, nanoshock attacks, and hacking attacks. Here is a bit on the examples, okay. And here's their interactions, different aspects like stress, nanoshock attacks, core and sidekick, enemy turn, again spawn phase and enemy action phase. So it's you're fighting, it's a co-op game, fighting against the, let's say, the cyberpunk enemies. And here's some effects explained. The campaign, if you play the campaign, what you need to know to set up the campaign, how do you save the campaign, the riddles, the exit icon. Okay, so grading character, so it has character evolution from what it seems, and so on, and iconography, an index for icons and icon reference at the end. Okay, so as I said, it may look overwhelming if you see just the number of 50 pages, but I think it's much more simple than it may look initially. Press start. I really like when games come with a quick start guide. So here you have the setup again, character preparation for a new game, the lab lobby, which you're going to visit a lot, the encounter, one item, and let's start playing. So a really nice illustrative example of a quick guide. Much appreciate when companies do that. Okay, and then let's go back to our player boards. Here I see we have a variety of stickers, as you can see. These stickers can be applied on sleeves, okay, and you can also get additional stickers if you want to play again the campaign, okay, for resetting, because the stickers are applied on sleeves so they don't damage physically the cards, which is nice. I wouldn't have wanted it otherwise, to be honest. So let's take everything out for the moment. Lots of baggies, bases for the standees, some cubes, our dice, tack boxes for our heroes. That's nice because you will be able to store the components for your different characters along the way. Okay. Also for storage, but also for the campaign. Some more sleeves, some more cards, we'll see them in a sec. More sleeves and cards. And here I'm going to remove the lower part of the game, of the box, and take out the plexiglass standees, which is really nice, because as you will see, we'll see them in detail, and they look really nice. And something else that I want to highlight is that, like always with these standees, once you remove the foil, there is a foil, okay? So if you remove the film, there is a film always with these plexiglass standees. Once you remove them, it's better to remove them on the actual film itself. This is a tip, because then it's easier to remove with one simple move out of everywhere, rather than to do it piece by piece. Okay, so let's see how vivid the standee is. Oh, it's really nice. Yeah, it's beautiful. Beautiful. Very nice print from both sides. Awesome. Okay, but before doing so, I want to open I'm going to come back to those. I want to lay again, putting the cover, a very nice cover, to the back. Okay, here. And I want to open the encounter book. Now, look at the encounter book. It has a very nice protective film at the start, which ensures, and one at the bottom. I mean, I haven't seen that from any company, and this is such a great idea. This one ensures that your scenario book, which is valuable because everything is played here, is protected. Very well done. Really. So, new game. Go directly to page 6. Continue, go to your bookmark, or quick store in the game box. So here the table of contents. This is Neo Eden. Wow. Look at that. Amazing. And we start from here. We read the comic book, which is something really nice, because it's a mix of locations, encounters, and comic book which tells the story in an illustrative, exceptional way. I'm very excited to play this game for all the above reasons. Hope you understand my enthusiasm. You share it. So I'm going to flip it through the pages, so for the next minute, if you don't want to see the pages, you can fast forward. Okay, I'm just warning everybody if they don't want to see. Personally, if you don't read, I don't think there is any spoiler, but just to show you, for example, this is the laboratory, the lobby. Okay, amazing. Look at that. This is Hightom. This is our first quick start. We start from here. You see the tactical area where we move. You see special rules on the side. It's absolutely amazing because you don't need a ton of tiles. You just play along two large, really large pages with all the information needed. So, okay, Sector Gamma. Look at that. I mean, this level of detail is amazing, really amazing. Naboo, looks like a vendor. Artemisia. Seed Center. More comic strips. Oh, this is so much nicer than reading just text on black and white. A fantastic idea. Really well done. Two-sided tactical board. Looks nice. More comic strip. Another area to play on. More comic. Squadron Carrier. Chorus Hideout. Oh, look at that. That's nice. I mean, it's like amazing, right? It's like, I don't know, like I'm seeing a movie which is done on a board game, but there is no movie there. Maybe there would be after the game, you never know. Really, really well done. I'm super excited, to the degree that now I so much prefer when companies use comic to illustrate the narrative part and progress the story, rather than using plain text, especially when you have long pages of black and white and text, which, don't get me wrong, it's nice, but this pops up much better. Wow. Absolutely stunning. The Nano Potential Bank. The shop, another vendor. Another area to play on. And this is a really large area, because you see this is typically the mission books are smaller than that. This is a large mission book. Encounter book, whatever it's called. Wow. More comic. I know the company is planning a reprint. Here the credits, and crowdfunding, a second crowdfunding. Wow, lots of people backed the game. To be continued. Very, very soon. Okay, so I'm just going to flip back to Neo Eden here, because I really like this image. This is stunning. And let's continue with the rest of the patch boards. So, first of all, a word about the quality. This is linen finish, really thick cardboard. Really good quality. Okay, punch boards done right. I wouldn't expect anything less from a German publisher. Okay, I'm going to do that for all the punch boards, just checking. You see, no problems, no tearing. Okay, good, 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 good. Right, so some bits and pieces, another board here. I'm really looking forward to quickly wrap up my unboxing video and start playing the game. Reading the rulebook first and start playing the game. But I'm telling you, it's going to be played a lot, for sure, from me. Okay, right. So, more punch boards. We have one player board for each of the players. This game plays up to 4 players. Very thick cardboard again. Very nicely done. Okay, put them below here. So we have various tokens. Also the same thickness. Sometimes the token punch boards are thinner in some of the games that came to my hand, to my attention. So these, they use the same thickness punch board. I'm mentioning that because it's high thickness, as you can see, which means durable components. Also linen finish, so I'm very happy with the quality. I want this game to last, I'm telling you, right up front. By using qualitative material, this ensures that the game will last as long as I want it to last. Okay. I'm going to grab that off the floor, because whenever I didn't do so, it's like Murphy's Law. There is no way you're going to find a token rolling over the floor if you don't do it exactly at the moment when you dropped it. This is low, I'm telling you. Okay, so these are the, I think these are the hero tokens. They have the portrait of the characters, I mean. Okay. Oh, this box packs a lot of game. And I'm happy because sometimes I'm struggling to get a big campaign game with me due to space limitation, and with this I just pick one box, normal size. It's bigger than the normal Ticket to Ride, but it's still not huge, not annoyingly huge, that's what I mean. Okay. And this is a great candidate for that. Okay, last punch board, some additional token overlays. Okay, and then some final round tokens, and that's it. I don't know if it's good to have a planar box in this, or baggies. I'll come back to that, circle back once I packed everything. Looks like it could use a nice planar box with quick access to the majority of the tokens, but I'll tell you soon. Okay, before doing anything else, I want to show you the thick storybook that comes into the game, because yes, you have story on the strip comic, but there is also narration, so that's why this game is successful. It has a lot of story, not limited to the comic book, and here is actually the core of the story, not in the comic book. Okay, I'm not going to do any spoiler, just to show you maybe the format quickly, and then without making any spoiler, flip quickly so that you can see how many pages there are there and how does it look like. Okay, right, so this is my storybook. Let's go back here, let's see these cards, and let's see first of all the cardstock. Yeah, this is linen finish cardstock, great quality. So we have 4 play rates, one with the icons and one with the game sequence. Very useful, very happy for that. Here's some cards which will make more sense once I've been through. I think these are enemies, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, these are enemy security droid level 2. Nice cyberpunk art. This looks more like a zombie from Zombicide. And this is the level 1. We're seeing the upgraded level. Okay, nice. And here's some additional. This is consciousness. You're trying to retrieve your lost memory in this game. This is unconsciousness. Nice. And some more enemies, for which you also have the standees, I believe. The acrylic standees. Xeno case. It looks like an alien robot. That's amazing. Amazing. Love it. Really. Okay, cool. Dice. Let's see the dice. They look very promising. And they are indeed promising because they're translucent, they are blue, tiny, compact, but custom, so very nice. Very happy with the dice also. Some more dice. Okay, these are generic ones, still nice. Yeah. The D8, yeah, and one D6. Okay. We have some plastic cubes. All this what you see is in the core game. If you are not, I haven't touched the deluxe box, which also adds the arena mode. Everything you see, these are large red cubes. Everything you see is on the core box, I should say. Okay, these are bases. Again, they have film, so if you remove the film, they will be more transparent, as they should be. So, and there's some more bases. These are bases for the plastic acrylics, and these are bases maybe for punchboard, I think. Yeah, for doors and stuff like that. Okay, lots of sleeves as you've seen before. Nice. Let's open the cards and briefly see the anatomy of the cards and the art of the normal deck cards. These are normal Magic the Gathering poker size cards. And these are also linen finish. Look, good quality. Good quality cardstock. So, alien artifact, activated portal, Tower of Babel, Alpha Sector. The art is really nice in this game. The arena. Some additional cards, Alice, clocking device. It's a mixture of cards on different types, I think. Cooldown, Nano Heal, Nano Phoenix, Nano Screen, Berserker, Blood Transfusion, Call for Help, Medkit, and so on. Push, Sword Storm, Analysis, Do Get Them, Manipulation, Recycling, Update, Super Shot, Double Shot, Ether Shot, Finisher, I like to play that, Fisher Lane, Guardian, Relax, more Cooldown, Nanosphere. Okay, so let's put them there. Let's see the second deck of cards. Oh, I'm really excited, really excited. There is no way I'm missing the game found. I'm going to add the link in the description for those of you who want to find out more, because there's going to be a reprint also, but also the these are the enemies, the enemy cards. Also or the bosses, I should say, most probably. Yeah. The expansion and the core game. Okay, nice color border, so you can easily see for which enemy these cards belong to. Okay, no, this for all the enemies. I think these are cards to activate the enemies. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Then we have character cards, key card items. This looks like a nano coffee machine. Okay, Amulet, Splinter, Suluki, Spider Bite. Maybe these are specific to the characters. We'll see. Symbiosis. Okay, nice. Right. And the last thing I want to show you from the core game are these small cards. Slash, Paralysis, this looks like Laser, Abort, Laser version 2, Cleanse Armor, Mini Rush, Loot Expert, like some abilities of sort. This looks like it's a sidekick, yeah. Nano Pulsar, Sidekick, and Neo Katana. Okay, cool, really cool. These are guns, I suppose. Okay, right. So, circling back to our plexiglass. I think this is like a huge screen because it has a base So suppose this will stand flat in one of those, right? Somehow like that, which is very nice, very nice. And now I'm not going to take the remaining of the enemies from the plexiglass frames because I want to be able to remove easier, as I showed you before, the film, to make it easier for me, okay? So let me just show you once again what's in there for the remaining ones, so you can get an idea. Again, this may look a bit dull, but as I said, they're going to be more vivid, more transparent once you remove the foil. I'm going to take some photos after I've removed the foil, but for the sake of this video, not to make it extremely lengthy, I'm going to stop by just showing you the films themselves. Okay, still they look really nice, but what I'm trying to say is they're going to be much more clear once you remove the top and bottom. There are two films, one from the top and one from the bottom for this plexiglass. Still they look amazing. I mean, look at that. Okay, and the last one we haven't seen is this one. I believe in the deluxe box you have reworked minis for the heroes, because there are no minis in the core box. There are standees, acrylic standees only, which are really nice, but if you want miniatures for the heroes, you can get the deluxe box. So there you have it. These are the components of the core box, and without further ado, let's see what's inside the deluxe expansion. Okay, so the deluxe expansion includes the arena mode. Nice. And do we have arena mode in? Oh, what a pity, we don't have in the core box. So you need to have the expansion to play the arena box, the arena, I think. Still, this is nice, really nice. Yeah. Okay. My comment relates to the fact that you need to put I was planning to keep everything in the core box, but you need to keep the expansion box for playing the arena thing. So the deluxe rulebook, it has the prologue. Okay, so there is a prologue, so there is story here. Okay, and here the arena rules, you can find them here. How to play the arena mode, which is fighting against each other and making it competitive, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, really nice option to add it. Then we have the miniatures, some cards. Oh yes, I was about not to do that, but I'm very happy I did it, because you can see there is an arena mode also at the bottom of this, of the lower part, to play arena in a different area, like the one you've just seen, which is amazing. So 2 arenas, right? Okay, so what we have inside the deluxe box is a deck of cards, with some more cards with a nano EMP, the shield area, some more enemies I see, Xeno case with a flamethrower, that is, some additional cards. Okay, they're a bit glare, even though they're linen finish, but I think at least they are very durable. Ariadne, the hacker, Clark, support, Hitom, aggression, Musashi, protector. Okay, cool. And there are the respective miniatures here from what I see, and I think these are the miniatures not of the core game, these are the reworked heroes. So let's see the nice miniatures. Okay. Nice details. Great quality. Minis. This was the support, the sidekick, sorry. Okay, this game has a lot of punch, a lot of juice. And that's the last one. Okay, cool. Right. That being said, the last thing remaining are I think these are plexiglass player boards instead of the cardboard. Yeah, these are 4 plexiglass boards, so let's see them. Oh, I really like this arena. This is nice. This is really nice. Oops. So let's let me correct the angle, and let's see. Remove the film for one of the boards. Oh, these are really nice. I like the punch boards, but I really think that these are amazing because this is a thick plexiglass, and they have a nice print on them. And this is stunning, really stunning. Okay, really well done. Wow, really wow. Okay, and last but not least, I think we have a couple of more tokens. I think these are plexiglass tokens for this, instead of having them as a cardboard, and these they become plexiglass. Okay, nice. Yeah. Okay, so there you have it. These are all the components of the core game and the deluxe game. This is Nanolith, ladies and gentlemen. Very much excited about it. Hope you got a bit of detailed understanding of what's included in the box. I hope you enjoy this unboxing video. I'm going to circle back once I played a couple of sessions of the game, with sharing my first impressions from the game, which something tells me I'm going to really love it. Do check the description of the video, where you can find more about the upcoming GameFound campaign page for Nanolith core game reprint and the new expansion coming out soon. Many thanks for watching.